Okay, YouTube, third attempt. Every time I'm out of frame, out of focus, it only cuts off up to here, and I need my eyebrows to show emotion and give a little bit of like depth to my face. So I kind of need the eyebrows in the shot, and this is now the third time. And now it's just, I feel so repetitive, but you've never heard it before. But welcome back to my station. It's been, I think, over a month since I've posted. I do apologize, and I do thank the new subscribers and the old subscribers that have stuck around. I'm currently using a old Canon PowerShot SX210 IS that I dug up. I was looking, someone had made a comment, not publicly but privately, that the iPhone that I was using, because I was doing so much of it like this, but the front pixelation is so much worse than the back, that I had actually very poor quality videos when I was doing just this kind of thing. So I dug up this old camera, and yeah, so now I'm using that. And the only problem is it doesn't have a flip screen, so I have no idea whether I'm in frame, and it's going to take a little bit longer for me to sort of properly frame the subjects, which is probably primarily going to be myself. Anywho, so this is just a little bit of an intro. I went to Lake Casitas the weekend of September 8th, 2017 with my buddy Kelly, and we went camping at the recreational grounds. It's a pretty decent campsite, nothing really spectacular. There is some proximity to the lake, but it's a bit of a walk because the lake waters have receded. I think they are at 40%. I did catch some fish, I won't say a bunch. No giants, but that's okay. And yeah, I'm including here some of the preparation and some of the camping itself, just because I thought it was kind of interesting. But if you don't think it's interesting, I will never do it again. Actually, it depends. If more people think it's interesting than not, I would likely to do it again, because I am a pawn of public opinion. But I hope you enjoy this. I've looked over the footage. There are some problems because my Akaso resets every time I put in a new battery, and the battery dies very quickly, so all of the shots are somewhat out of sequence because it thinks it is the same day and the same time every hour or so. Okay, so I hope you enjoy. I hope I'm in frame this time, because otherwise there might just not be an introduction. And I hope you enjoy the video. Good morning, YouTube. What's up? It is 10:02 a.m. Friday morning, the 8th of September. I am planning on going to Lake Casitas today for some fishing, a little camping, and I got to run a few errands before I go. It is 10. I plan to leave about 12:30, and first stop is getting gas at Costco, but apparently this is many people's first stop. I don't know if you can see, but there's just a ton of cars here right now. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 5 cars ahead of me, so it's not that bad. But yeah, first stop Costco, get some gas, and then yeah, catch you after my first stop. Getting the gas. Today Costco is $2.95. I think at my local cut place is about $3.25, so I'm saving 30 cents a gallon. Hopefully that makes it worth it, because this place is like 5 miles away and took like 10 minutes to get gas at. So alright, got about a 15-gallon tank, so give it a few minutes. Next stop is the local Walmart. These guys, should be using 2 hands. Okay, this is a bad idea. Walmart run complete. They did not have the graham crackers I wanted, and they only had giant bags of charcoal, but I got water, Cool Ranch Doritos, chocolate for s'mores, and marshmallows for s'mores. So Walmart done. stop, our neighborhood Trader Joe's. Last stop Ralph's, just for the things that I couldn't get at the other places. Good morning, YouTube. It is Saturday morning. I am at Lake Casitas. Had a nice breakfast of keto coffee and bacon and eggs. Behind me is a little bay of Lake Casitas. The lake kind of goes further out. It's actually a very like squiggly lake. So you can't really see, but I'm on just this tiny bay. Pretty much 99% of the people here have boats. So I obviously don't have a boat. So I'm only able to do the access to shoreline, which is probably pretty pressured. But Lake Casitas is very well known for its bass fishing. I think the '84 Olympics was here for like rowing or kayaking or something, but the water has since gone down to about 40%. So it's dried out a lot, but there's still, I think, like a lot of like world-class bass fishing has happened here. So I am just gonna go for whatever I can get. I am using a tiny little Walmart jig for panfish or whatever little things can come out. A probably 3/8 ounce spinner. Okay, everything's stuck together, but little 3/8 ounce spinner with a couple willow blades, white. The water's pretty clear, so I don't remember if white's good or any not. And then I have my new favorite, a Yozuri jerkbait with a little rattle inside. So, all right, I'll let you know how this goes. I'm on this little shallow cove. Visibility is maybe 1 or 2 feet, but it looks pretty good. There's someone fishing about 20-30 feet away using night crawlers, so I guess we'll know pretty soon whether or not there's any fish around here. Okay, see you guys on the water. No harm in casting just right here. Am I hooked up? Oh, I'm hooked up, but I'm also caught up. Nice. Cool. Baby, but a goodie. Oh shoot, why is he bleeding? Oh my gosh. How did he hook himself? That he would be bleeding. Oh, he kind of, okay, he's fine, he's fine. It's not blood on my hands. He just kind of hooked himself in the flesh, that's all. Totally fine. Everyone's having a good time. Hook up. Nice. Right, another little guy. My gosh, look at the bellies on these. Okay. Well, that was anticlimactic. In case you didn't see, it had a nice belly. Very round. Been eating well. Glad to see the ecosystem here is healthy. Got a little one. Cool. Tiny guy. Choked to death. Little guy. Very lively. Go. Oh, and the bottom. Yep, zoom tiny fluke. Look out. Nice. A little bigger. Maybe like a quarter pound on this guy. Man, look at the bellies on that. What are they eating? Yeah, it's a good one. Fat belly. Ooh. Kind of got him a little bit in the meat. That was unintentional. Yikes. That's not even like in your mouth, dude. Okay, a little bit of blood, but he'll be fine. Hi again. So I just reviewed all my footage, and I was kind of impatient with it, so they're very rough cuts. It says if I caught a fish, I put it in. If I didn't, I took it out. There's not a ton of talking just because there's so much to listen to, and I gab on, and sometimes it's just not worth it for me or for anybody to have to listen through like hours of footage to see if I say anything clever. I don't really. So yeah, the only thing I really captured was when I caught fish, when I hooked up, and obviously there was tons of minutes and hours in which I caught absolutely nothing, in which I blathered about nothing. And just for the record, the only things I ended up catching any fish on was a Yozuri jerk bait about yay big that I ended up losing, that I bought at Walmart for about $10, or rather Walmart.com. It was not available at my local store. And I also used a bunch of, I think they're called albino baby bass tiny fluke from, albino colored tiny flukes made by Zoom. I think I got that. I think they sell that everywhere, but you can likely get it at your local Bass Pro Shops. However, things that did not work were trout magnet, gold Castmaster, regular Zoom super fluke, Walmart pan fishing jig, random plastic baitfish lure, Rapala diving jerk bait, and a plastic trout worm on a float. So I used a ton of stuff, didn't catch very much, and so it looks like the little footage I have of me catching anything, again, I caught 2 off camera with the Yozuri jerkbait, but everything else was the Zoom tiny fluke. So at least for Lake Casitas, at least for small fish, I'm gonna have to recommend a jerkbait, something like a Zoom tiny fluke. So thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry I didn't get as much footage as I wanted, and sorry that I only limited my editing time to about 20 or 30 minutes because it took so much time to actually view my footage, and it was so dreadfully boring. But I hope that this truncated version was interesting, and I'm really gonna try to be a little bit more diligent in posting videos and producing content. And unlike a lot of the famous Guggen or soon-to-be Guggen squad, I am outside of school range, so I will not be dropping out of college to continue my YouTube ventures. I will very likely stay at my rather dull local government job. Anywho, thank you so much for watching. If anyone is interested in meeting up and maybe going fishing within a couple hours of LA, I'd really appreciate that. In the meantime, keep fishing. Sorry, that's something, what's his name says. In the meantime, I'll see you on the water.